witches.
Hi, hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Witch and the Czar. I tell you what, we've been talking for a little while, and that dog just now started to yell and scream.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if like Brittany went outside or something, but yeah, he's been quiet the whole
Mom,
time. Now all of a sudden he's
mom,
barking. That or Odin
don't
has a toy that
leave.
he wants.
Very little brother coded. I get it.
Yeah, he's so vocal. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, at
so
least he
chapter
knows what he
22.
does.
So we left off uh with Koshi's backstory, and we've learned that Koshi is the crow that's been flying around. We learned that. Yaga did that. Um,
Yeah, it's kind of been one of those um what is it? Like we kind of know he's like compelled in a way
yeah.
to be involved. Yaga doesn't
Yes.
know. Yaga's like, this is a terrible fucking person. Still rooting for him, but even after this episode, I'm like, I get it,
Yeah.
but
I have thoughts about that too. We'll get there. Um, but so Yaga is still with the Skidamarinkadink. I don't know. Whatever the fuck they're called. um
this
Skumarakofa. What is it?
remember
What are
it's
they
an
called?
H. Remember it's an H sound. Skaroki.
Skaroki, that's right.
Skomaroki. I hold on. I
Skumaroki.
need to look at it. I need to look at it. The
um,
Knights,
yeah. And Maria specifically, the other immortal. Um,
which no one knows she's immortal except for Varavara, right? Or does
I
she
think
even know
Yaga
that?
knows.
Yaga knows, yeah, but like
I don't know that
Ivanushka,
Varvara
Alexei.
even knows.
Okay.
I think just Yaga knows.
I got water on my book.
Oh no.
Oh, what a crisis. Oh, it's only one page. Okay.
Yeah, these pages are super thick.
Thank God.
Yeah.
My book would have been ruined if they were paper fucking thin.
Which is funny because it is paper, but it's thick paper. It's nice paper.
It's oak paper instead of plywood paper. It's
This is
strongly
the
built.
mental state that we're in right now.
Listen,
Just,
we got on at like almost an hour and a half ago,
yeah,
and I haven't bitched in a while, so
it's okay.
we just had to
We all need that every once in a
catch up a
while.
bit.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. So basically, she's talking to Maria about reaching out to Volos, and she's like, "I'm trying." And they come up with a plan for how to reach him, because Maria is like, though he's no longer in the land of the dead, Volos is still the god of the dead, and if you went to a place with the dead, kind of along the same lines as how she met or reached Kupalo, um,
Paolo.
and so I'm like, okay, so a graveyard. So they've got like this new plan on how to reach him.
Which
But
is
then
so smart considering like what 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 what's what sorry. Apparently I had a stroke and I just like couldn't remember get past anything. Like what holiday or what pagan holiday would you like celebrate to get a hold of him? So the graveyard is such a smart idea because there's no Halloween at this time. So like that's not
right, I mean, maybe sewing, but
well, so that one started in Ireland.
that's true.
And that's too far away from here at this
Yeah,
point.
maybe
But
a new moon. I read. I don't know. Fuck if I know. Anyway, that's what they try. They decide they're gonna try. But before she tries it, she's getting ready to go. Excuse me. And Vasily is like, um, trying he's like, "So you're not gonna let me come with you?" And she's like, "No." And, um
Which I get. I mean, I understand she's like, "No," because, like, he doesn't know what she is, but also, like, he would be a distraction while she's trying to, like, breathe in the air and do everything, and it's not like she trained with him to do this stuff. She trained with Dusha, who is, like, the mentor kinda person, like, this is how she
yeah.
trained, so he would just be a distraction, and she probably wouldn't get to him, especially with a human or immortal.
Yeah, and, like, she's not going by herself. Deanne is going with her and all that, but the part that I wrote something about specifically is he says, "Be careful, Yaga, and come back to us. To me."
I know, that kinda, like, threw me off. I was like, "Ew, what?"
And I was like, "Oh, girl, he loves you." I literally wrote, "Oh, Yaga, he loves you." That's what I wrote in my notes.
Yeah, I
And
don't
then
know. It's just weird
she
to me.
yeah, it is a little weird, like, because they haven't
Like, we just met
formed any
you.
kind of bond or anything yet. Right, like, they haven't really formed any kind of bond or anything, like, nothing serious, just like a friendship.
And I
Um,
get it, like, he's immortal, so, like, he could die at any time, so, like, I see his kind of, like, speedster kind of thing with that, like, it's very military, like, modern day military, like, "We gotta get married,"
yeah.
like,
Right.
kind of thing. But it's she's literally lived for, what, 500 years,
Yeah.
give or take, maybe?
But he doesn't know that, does he? Or if he does,
No.
he probably doesn't understand it.
It's just weird that she's like, "Oh, maybe he does like me." It's like,
Yeah.
"Bitch, you've lived a long time."
Right.
Like, I know, like, human contact is not, like, your forte, but signs are
Yeah.
there, and he's not Koshi, so, like,
Yeah. And then she does leave and she goes to the village, not a graveyard, but she goes to the village where all of the dead people are. Um,
the ones that are hanging.
yeah. And she does try to reach out to Volos and she sees white hair and a white beard reaching bony ankles. Um, he looked foreign and familiar at the same time. He looked young and old at the same time. Um,
I know he is supposed to be, like, young and old, but you know who I picture when they, like, described this character? In Aladdin with, like, at the very
yes.
beginning in the Cave of Wonders, like,
Yes.
the, like, weird toothless, like, bearded
Yes.
dude, that's exactly who I'm like, I don't understand the, like, young and old thing on it, but this is what I see.
Yes. No, that's what I
Like
see
a
too.
knobby little guy, yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then there's like greenery, like a tree or leaves outside the window. And they're in Russia and it's winter and everything is dead. So she's like, what the fuck is that? And then she gets shoved
Yeah, because it's, like,
right
what,
out of the
December or something
vision.
like that? Yeah, it's, like, January.
Yeah. And she gets thrown right out of there and passes out and comes to on a horse with Vasily.
Well, we don't know that yet.
No, it's
She just
she.
I
Oh
just
well, she
knew.
says, yeah.
It wasn't ever confirmed. Someone's just
Oh yeah,
holding
it
her and they're
does.
galloping.
Says
Where?
later I learned Noach had flown all the way back to camp and Vasily had immediately set off for the village we had left
Uh,
not hours earlier.
okay, never mind, sorry. Oh, shut I shut up.
But that is the end of chapter 22. 23. Oh, the only thing I wrote about this entire chapter was this sounds like a heartbreak waiting to happen
Oh,
because
yeah. Like, so, okay. Basically, all of chapter 23 is, we just find out that they're, like, moving the camps,
yeah,
and because she knows that the ravens are Koshi, and there's a ton of ravens that have been watching the camps, she's, like, doing these protective rituals, each time they move, that way, like, their, like, location is not necessarily hidden or, like, it's hard to be watched, basically.
Yeah.
Um, and also, they're also trying to go through, like, all of the camps and all of the towns and helping them and, like, get ahead of the Oprichniki, all of them, and they're also trying to figure out who this quote unquote "holy fool" is and try to locate him, because everything in Russia is winterized, but there's a green location, and so it's like, have you heard of this? Like, they don't there's not a location in Russia that they could sit here and be like, "Oh, it's probably here." It's we have to ask around and find out, like, where this could be. Um, and she also used Noach to fly around, to ask other owls for information on what they could find. So all in the span of this, um, Ivanushka is actually back with his father and hasn't been able to come back as of yet. He's been at the Sloboda fortress with his father, and there's the word Skomorohi. Skomorohi. I just had to find it. Um, and apparently Ivan's heard of them, but not necessarily the involvement of his son, and he's pissed off because it is ruining the very foundation of the Russian state. So he is pissed at these guys. And um, so they meet in Ivanushka's tent pretty much every night, um, lounging, not celebrating, but just like kind of not
Chilling.
reminiscing in the day, but like, yeah. Um, what decompressing, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and of course, Yaga is not a like I'm gonna sit here and wait kind of person. Like she's actively like working on
Same.
her or yeah, she's working on her herbs. She's keeping busy. And so all these people came in to talk to her about this, that, or the other. And finally, when she had a moment of peace, Vasily comes over and starts talking to her. And he's like, I've been waiting all night to talk to you. And she goes, oh, like, do you have a malady? Like, do you have an issue? Like, that's how you say it, right?
Huh?
It
I
makes me
think
want to say,
so.
it make whenever I look at it, it makes me want to say malady,
Yeah.
malady, I don't know.
Because
Anyways,
Mal is bad. Like,
oh, malady. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Um, watch, we're both wrong. Oh well. Um, but so they're like talking and they start drinking and um they start actually kind of opening up to each other. So we're learning more about Vasily and his his life either before or after his father was like banished. And from the sounds of it, Vasily did not have a very good life. Father was obviously taken away as a traitor. Mother died shortly after. It was just him and his sister in a giant mansion with no caretakers, nobody to take care of them or feed them or anything. She died from like frost bitten everything, and hunger probably. So like his sister died in his arms. It's essentially just him. Um, he went to go live with family members, but because they're family of Alexei, they were branded traitors and murdered. It didn't matter that like some of them were war heroes in Sir Ivan in Ivan's army. They were still branded traitors because of their association and family ties to Alexei. So Vasily literally watched his entire family, sister, everybody murdered right in front of him. So like he is just a terrible, like not terrible, but like he is just a person with terrible luck. And
Uh-huh.
I guess one time, um, he was supposed to also be murdered. I don't know when, one of the many times with his family members. And Ivanushka was like, "Wait, father, like let me take him. Let I want him to." He basically took him behind a shed, vowing that he's going to kill him, and
Yeah.
then he tells him to run away, and like kind of gave him a second chance at life.
Yep.
And I don't know how far along, like between now and then, like that this happened, but basically from the age of 15 on, he has had nothing but a terrible experience. Um,
Yeah.
so I kind of feel like he's indebted to Ivanushka, and which is why he like, I mean, he fights for what he believes in, but like, I feel like he's also indebted to him, and has created that like strong bond, like brotherhood kind of thing. Um, but I'm just curious, like, why him? Because they're not the same age. Like, Ivanushka's 15 right now, and Homie's like 23. So, like, why at this, like, why did he get spared above all else? It's not like they knew each other
I
outside of
don't
any
know.
of this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
So he basically just says that um, he basically says that he has a stolen life and he like lives on borrowed time just because like he was spared multiple times. Like his luck is gonna run out essentially.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
and she's like, "Don't say that."
yeah, and basically like he needs you, and then she's like, I need you, and I'm like, nah, do
Yeah.
ya?
They're basically just like, their romance is developing, and not even romance
Yeah,
yet, it's just
it's like trauma bonding in a way.
yeah. Yeah, honestly.
Have you ever watched
And
Stranger Things?
no.
That's right, we've talked about this. Okay, well,
And
spoiler
it's
alerts. In huh?
I don't intend to watch it. Go ahead.
Okay. Spoiler alerts for anyone who hasn't seen the last season. But there's like a couple that like everyone's like, oh, they're perfect for each other. They make sense. And then they literally were about to die, and they both looked at each other and were like, we're literally just dating because we trauma bonded over the same thing,
Yeah,
which is true. Um,
yeah,
so they basically were like, okay, I was gonna give you this ring and like marry you, but like you're right, this doesn't make sense to us now. And so like that's kind of the idea for him that I'm getting. Like, I'm getting it's just like a temporary kind of thing.
yeah. Honestly,
Um,
I don't see how she could like, you think about age gaps in relationships, and even just, like, 10 years, the maturity level is so different.
mhm.
This is 500 years. Like
Yeah, like, this is like fucking Rezan dating a fucking 19-year-old child.
right,
This is like
right.
Edward Cullen, who's 80 something years old, trying to date an 18-year-old woman. Like,
Yeah,
it's weird.
it is, and it's weird in all of those books too, just to be clear.
Like, we might have romanticized them because of the story arc, but the age difference is so weird to me.
Yeah,
Although it's
and, like,
I didn't feel
I
like it
could
was
see
weird for
this
Nestor.
couple working, but I don't think it's going to because of the story, like, I think that this is going to end in tragedy. I
Yeah,
feel
like, he's
like
immortal, like, I don't think there's any way for him to survive. I think he is, like he's gonna die, and it's gonna be
yeah,
heartbroken for him, and I honestly kinda wonder if it's actually, like, at Koshi's hand. Like, I'm not
maybe.
saying Koshi
So
is jealous, but Koshi doesn't have his heart, but he's, like, not
yeah,
obsessed with her, but, like,
a little bit.
well, okay, let's be real. If he's obsessed, like, he'd be doing a lot of different types of, like, whatever.
He's not obsessed with her, but, like, he's fond of her,
Yeah, like
or at least he thinks he is.
yeah. So, like, there's some weird, like, "That's my girl" kind of thing,
Yeah,
like, idea, and I think that, like, he's gonna catch on, especially with all the Ravens watching. I mean, seriously,
yeah,
and, um, I think because of that, they're going to be all, "Nope, can't have that happening anymore. Oh, nope, absolutely not," and, like, he's gonna die.
Yeah. I also feel like this book is us watching Yaga become Baba Yaga, like, embracing
Mm,
Baba Yaga. So this is almost like her villain origin story. So I
yeah.
feel like
Oh,
they're gonna
that
kill
would be good.
Vasily, and then she's gonna freak
Fuck
out.
shit up.
Yeah.
She's gonna go find the heart of Koshi and get him.
Right?
um,
But that was the end of chapter 23.
yeah, so we like learn more about both of them. Well, we already
We
knew
learn
about
a
Yaga.
lot in this interlude.
We do.
Maybe not we don't learn a lot, but we learn a very important thing in this interlude.
But yeah, it's an important fact that like makes everything like crystal clear up till now, and it's
Yes.
like, oh, why didn't we think of that before? Um, so the interlude is obviously back in Celica's. Like the interludes are always going to be Celica or the gods. Like it's never going to be
Yeah.
anybody else. It might be a little bit of like Ivan, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we're back with Celica. Um,
We're hearing a little bit about her sad childhood slash betrothal.
yeah, so like we learn her role in life because she's cursed by Chernobog, which I didn't realize Chernobog was anything to do with Russian folklore. Because when I think of Chernobog, I think of Phantasmic from
Yeah.
Disney, and that's it. I don't know. But she basically is being told that she's gotta burn herself, drown herself, and then kill her husband so that
Every year.
spring, summer, and autumn can come back. Because her husband's obviously Morozka.
Yeah.
So
And she has to burn herself and then drown herself to
get the
give herself
power
the power to
to
kill
do
a
it.
god.
Yeah. Because she's Lady Death or Lady of Death or something like that. And technically kind of in a way rebirth.
Yeah.
Because she
She is the
is
goddess of
born anew.
rebirth.
Yeah, she is born anew with the power of death, essentially.
And
But her mother
she
is telling her this.
yeah, and she's got a very big jealousy thing happening,
Like she doesn't want to marry him. She wants to be with her mom. She doesn't understand why she's cursed to do
and
whatever
she wants
she's
to go
got
to
to
the land of
do.
the living.
She wants to be in the light. She's like, Mom, why can't I be with you in the light? Well, you're not of the light. Your sister, like this person, like, did she say your sister?
Yeah. Yes. Well, she says she is of the light, but she knows that it's a new child that's living with her
Yeah.
mother.
So there's a new person living with her mother. She is of light. She is your opposite in every way. And she goes, I have little time. The humans need me. And at this point, I was like, like this bitch cannot be the sister of Yaga. I was like, man, ain't no fucking way. And that's literally like what it is coming down to. And it paints this woman in such a terrible like damn, this is a terrible mother. Like, how could she be like this? But the humans need her, so like it's got to be Makosh. And when you keep reading, you learn like she's got to do this every year. This is how she does it. Um, and it's like her mother laughs, the lingonberries in her wreath nod, also laughing, and it's like, but they are as scarlet as mortal blood, the blood in her sister's veins. And at this point, I was like, the blood in her sister's veins. I was like, all right, yep, it's Yaga.
Yep.
Some So basically, like, we find out that she is in fact Yaga's sister. Um, and she's mad because her sister belongs to Belobog and she deserves, or she like, why does she deserve her mother's love and devotion? And why doesn't Celica get any of it? So she's got this very kind of sick, twisted jealousy happening.
Yeah.
Um, so we find that out, which makes a lot of sense
Yeah. And then
about
chapter 24 is
why Yaga's got to go down.
really It's kind of like chapter 24 is like a Court of Frost and Starlight. It's like a
Yeah.
filler chapter. It's like,
It
happy, there's a wedding. Yelena and Stepan are getting married and yada yada yada, all this
yeah,
exciting
it was,
stuff.
like, supposed to be happy, like, "Oh, we're around Yule, like, Feyre's pregnant," like, it's all of the,
Yeah.
like, random ass shit, and we're like, "What the fuck? Why? Why are
And
we excited about this?"
basically, I think it was her way of showing time had passed because during all of that, um,
Yeah, because we were last left in February, and now it's summer, June.
yeah. And during like the wedding and all of that, she's got um the animals and like her contacts and everybody that she can looking out for a holy fool that is old but has young eyes and like all the things. Basically looking out for Volos. Um
Yeah.
and Noach, right?
Thou? Yeah, because the wing, like,
Yeah,
pops up,
Noach,
like,
yeah,
flashes the wing.
finds him. And
Yeah,
that's
so
basically it.
she goes outside and finds out, like, that, um, his name's Nikolai wait, hold on. Where is it? Nikolai Salos, otherwise known as Makula, has moved into a singularly strange house in one of the nearby villages. Snow cannot touch his house, and there are green trees in the yard filled with sheep. And at this point, it was what caught Noach's eyes were cattle being going
Theft, yeah.
missing, and apparently that's something that Valos likes to do. Very childlike, all of that. So she asked, "Is it truly him?" And Noach is like, "Down to the description that you gave, it is him."
Yep.
So she's confirming it with her, well, kind of confirming it with her team that know about it. And of
Yeah.
course, Vasily's like, "Can I come?"
Yeah. And she says, like, she basically says no. And he's like, what are you so afraid of? Why do you refuse to let me in? And she says, because there are things you cannot understand about me. And this pit part pisses me off. He says, that is an excuse, Yaga. I want you, all of you. I do not care where you come from, what you do, only that you want me to. And that's really pretty and really flowery. But like, you don't know that. Like, what if she told you that she murders 17 babies a year to stay young and beautiful? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know.
Yeah, like, the there's a certain level of, like, intimacy that requires a lot of that trust,
Yeah.
and, like, right now, we're just friends.
Right. They barely
That's
know
it.
each other still. They've known each other for like a year.
Yeah,
And
not
like,
even.
they haven't been dating for that long. They've just known each other for that long.
Stolen glances from the mail, that was it.
Yeah. Like, ugh. Anyway, that's all that happens in chapter 24. That's
Yeah,
it.
because he's mad that she refused to let him in, and then he's like, "I want you, I want all of you, blah, blah, blah," and then she, like, goes to kiss him and then says, "Sorry," and then fucking leaves, and
Yeah.
it's like, "What the fuck? Why did you do that?"
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah. And
and
chapter
that's what I'm saying, like,
25.
I wonder if Koshi sees the sparks blossoming between them, and so, like, with all the ravens, he's gotta be watching her, like, especially the fact that Celica is her sister and, like, Celica is kind of like the ringleader and that Koshi's involved in, like, he's gotta see the sparks flying, like, he's gotta there's gonna be, like, a cataclysm coming with him involved and her. We haven't heard from him in a long time, so I feel like he's due for a chapter or 2.
Yeah. I can sum up chapter 25 in like 3 sentences. She finds Makula, He
He's a
basically
dick.
tells her, yeah, he's a dick. He's like every god in every myth that you can think of. He sucks. Um, and he says that he doesn't know if he will help. We will wait and see. And then she leaves and heads back to camp. That's chapter 25.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. So chapter 26.
Yeah, well, we also kind of find out though that wait, hold on. We find out that this is where she finds out that uh-oh, no microphone found. That's you, Brandy.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, your camera and your microphone got lost. Um, okay, now she's gone. Basically, this is also kind of where we start finding out that her mother died. Um, I think.
I don't know what just happened.
I don't know. I like wrote something on 232 about like killing her mother. And oh, okay, yeah. So she doesn't know that Celica's her sister. So
Right.
basically, she finds out that Celica killed her own mother. And because we know they're sisters, and then it's like, holy shit, she started the actual fucking fire. Like, she's the one who did it. It was
Yeah.
wild. And of
And
course, Valo said something about it. And it's like he's the goddess of, or goddess. He's the god of,
death.
yeah, death. Thank you.
Yeah, and
By the way,
we
your
get to
webcam
hear
is your microphone.
what the fuck?
Just so you know if you didn't know.
Learn a lot more. Oh, it won't let me change it while I'm recording. Does it sound really
Uh
bad?
oh. Good thing. No, it's just loud.
Okay.
But that's fine because
Um,
I do the rendering anyway, so yeah.
okay. Um, we get to hear about it all from Celica's point of view here in after chapter 26, though.
Mhm.
Um,
That's true. That's true.
so 26, Ivanushka is still with his father, and he's like not coming home, and they even see him in battle, and he's like fighting with his father. And I'm like, so either there's some kind of spell or he's got some kind of like he's threatening him somehow. What, like, I don't know how, but this isn't correct.
I don't know how, but it's not correct.
Yes. Like it's not something that he would do. He wouldn't just go senselessly kill people.
Yeah, but s I'm not saying possession's real, but I mean, I know that Ivan could be a terrible person, but, like, is it one of those moments where, like, Ivanushka's spirit was just literally maybe not beaten out of him because his father doesn't know the kind of spirit he has, but, like, what happened that made him lose his fighting spirit? Like, why is he unable to leave when he's been able to do that before? Like, what's changed specifically now?
Right.
Especially when his other son is at a monastery somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know. But I know that then Yaga comes up with a good plan. And that good plan is she remembers how Ivan reacted to her and her like miracles or whatever. And
Yeah,
so,
her magic.
yeah, they decide to see if Makula will help them basically and use him to kind of lure Ivan to where
Mhm.
they want him to be. Um, does she get him to agree in this chapter?
S
Oh, yes, she does.
yeah.
Yes, she talks to him and she gets him to agree to this plan. So like this is what they're doing. And that's chapter 26 unless you had something else to say about it.
The last thing I wrote was for chapter 25, mainly because everything just, like it was like, "Bam, bam, 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 bam."
Yeah. Um yeah, so then there's the interlude and that's where Celica like remembers how she went and killed her mother and all of that. And she was upset because she also wanted to kill Yaga and Yaga was not there and she was mad.
Yeah, she was like, "Where did that sister get to?"
Yeah. And all of this, she did all of this to get the throne of Nav. And now she's like, I can't believe I ever wanted that. Um and then she tries to step through or she forces her way into the land of the living. And then it's chapter 27. And I basically said I still feel heartbreak coming because there's more between Vasily and
Oh, more.
Yaga.
Please. They, like, jumped to the marriage bed. Let's be real.
Yeah, they're
Them
yeah,
hoes.
they're fucking now. They're doing you will not lose me. You will not lose me either. Um, all of this hot mess. And that's basically all that happens in chapter 27.
Yeah, it's literally just, like, the growth of their relationship.
Yeah.
Um, and, like,
And the like
she
leading up to their
basically
plan.
yeah, so she's, like, essentially admitting like, well, not necessarily admitting, but she's like, "I think I'm in love with him." Um, and he still doesn't know who she is, but she's not, like, letting things get in her way, but she's like, "Gotta tell him.
Yeah.
You can't keep it up," and this dude's, like, 60 years old, still alive, looks 60, and this bitch still looks like she's 20 something. No, she's, like,
Yeah.
33, right? Like,
Yeah.
33, 35,
Yeah.
I think is what it was. Um, but yeah, so basically it's just leading up to their plan, them enjoying each other's warmth and company, and then her being like, "I'm afraid you're gonna leave me," and it's like, "Well,
He's
maybe
gonna
not
die.
today. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. Who
Yeah.
knows? But he's gonna leave you sometime."
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the end of chapter 27. And like it's not necessarily a cliffhanger, but it's also like a sort of like hanger of some sort. we're
It's a
dang
sort of hanger.
we're dangling somehow somewhere about, a lot of things. But yeah, that's part 4.
Yeah.
So
And that's it.
until part 5.
Bye.
Bye. Brady's gonna hate that.